All right, welcome Virgo. This is Julie, the Crystal Grid Oracle, and thank you so much for coming by my channel, stopping in to get your reading today. I always start out with a crystal grid reading and then I move into the tarot. The crystals are a great way to sort of tap into deeper, broader, more general energies. So I've cleansed the energy here for you. I've been meditating on your energy for about 30 minutes and tapping into where you're at and the best messages for you. Calling my guides in spirit. And I always draw from my bag of stones here that has lots of different types of stones. If you want to kind of take a look on the inside, there's lots of stones and shells in there. And the stone that I drew for you today was Amazonite. That's this stone here that is at the throat chakra point in this grid. And this is a really excellent throat chakra stone, throat opening stone, and throat calming stone. It actually vibrates to the energy of Virgo. So it's not surprising to me that I would draw this stone in a Virgo reading, but it does tell me that there's a real chance here for you to open the throat chakra to speak your truth, speak from the heart. So I actually didn't put anything in the crown or third eye chakra. I just put a small quartz crystal here to sort of push the energy out from the grid and up through those chakras. But I feel that the most important energy is working from the throat down. So we have throat chakra with Amazonite here, heart chakra again with more Amazonite. This is sunstone here at the solar plexus, a very warming stone. It's the most warming in your grid here, and should help with a bit of brightening energy at the solar plexus. And I felt called to put some fuchsite here on either side of this large fluorite piece that's here at the sacral chakra, and then at your root a large quartz. And then I've surrounded the entire grid with some small quartz points to cleanse and further activate and empower and energize the energy of the grid. So what this is telling me is that you have something to say right now, whether that be around relationships or in your work, in your community. There are things, ideas, thoughts that you are holding on to and waiting for the right time to say them. And drawing this stone, this Amazonite stone, tells me that it is the right time. I also randomly drew the quartz points, the small quartz points, to get a number and work off the numerology of the quartz points that came out. And I drew 19 quartz points. And as some of you may know, that is the sun card in the tarot. And then if you further add it, 9 plus 1, you will get 10, and that comes down to a 1, which is the magician energy in the tarot. So you're really in a beautiful energy for joyous manifestations. And that's also why I wanted to include the sunstone here, because of that 19 number coming forward. There is something within you that you know would bring yourself great joy, would bring the people around you great joy, would bring the community as a whole great joy. Perhaps a gift or talent, something that you know that needs to be expressed, whether that's through words, activating the throat chakra. And I think that there is probably a speaking element to this for most of you, speaking this truth, speaking this idea. But it could just simply be through taking an action towards a goal, or putting yourself out there, showing this talent, this gift that you have, and sharing it with the world. The sunstone, of course, is connected to the sun, so it's connected to joy. I feel like it's very appropriate at this this space here at the solar plexus. And my guides are just giving me a little bit more information. So with the sunstone, this really is going to help you to sort of feel into your gut feeling around what action you should take. And you should really trust your gut at this time. The fuchsite is really empowering energy, very happy energy. So it sort of connects in with this joyous energy here, and then the ability to communicate and speak that into the world here at the throat and the heart. And this really is about speaking from your heart, speaking from those gut feelings that you have around expressing. And then the fluorite here at the center of your sacral is really about cleansing and empowering from a space of empowerment, feeding into your own voice through neutralizing any trauma or pain that you've gone through in the past, utilizing that energy for good rather than staying in a more stagnant inability to shift or change or transmute the energy. So this is really about cleansing some kind of aspect of the sacral chakra, which is connected to our reproductive organs. It's connected to, it's right there in connection with our solar plexus. So it's very connected into our sense of self, our sense of control over our own world and life. And being able to give birth to whatever ideas or projects, major, movements through our life that we have control over that. We have, they keep saying control, but they want me to reiterate that this isn't about a forceful sort of micromanaging control, that this is about a very clean and crisp, like I'm getting a very cool sort of crisp breeze feeling. It's almost like, that's funny. So they're talking about this being the sacral chakra, and it's like walking around with a skirt on and no panties. I hope I don't offend anybody with that. But it's going commando. So, and then of course we have the large quartz point here in the root chakra. So this really grounds us into this clarity. So when I think about the root chakra, I often gravitate towards more darker stones. Black or red, deep red stones are associated with the root. And clear quartz is more associated with the crown chakra because it is so light and clear and thought-provoking. But here, it just further amplifies this clearing out energy in the lower chakras, to be able to have this sort of clean slate feeling around what you are grounding yourself, rooting yourself into. That it's okay to be starting from the sort of full mentality, that clean slate, taking a leap of faith, taking a jump into something new, or putting a new spin on something that you've done for years and years and years. And this quartz crystal here really allows for that grounding in with a sense of clarity. So that's your grid for this reading. And I do want to say this is a timeless reading. All of my readings are timeless, but so they will be applicable for whenever you find this. However, I am filming this on, I'm doing this reading on May the 17th. So the numerology for today, if you add up all of those numbers, let's see, 5 will be adding up all of the numbers in the month, day, and year. We are in the year 2022. So that would be 5 plus 1 plus 7 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So 5 plus 1, 6, 6 plus 7, 13, 13 plus 2, 15, 15 plus 2, 17, and 17 plus 2, 19. Wow, we have 19 again. So that's really further pushing this idea of illumination, joy, going towards what brings you joy, speaking joy. So today, of all days, is the number 19. Further added down to one digit would be a 1. So there's a real strong potential for manifesting new things. If you do choose this day in particular to put something new out there, to step into something new for yourself, it's a great day for being in that energy of manifestation and creating a newness for yourself, a new path, a new way, a new project. There's great potential in anything that started today. All right, as long as it is started in joy. So let's move on to your tarot reading. I'm just gonna sit these stones aside here. I love working with the stones. That is how I came to working with tarot. I initially began working with stones. So if you visit my website at crystalgridritual.com, it will walk you through the steps of booking a reading with me. And I do both crystal grid readings as well as tarot readings one-on-one. And I do combination readings, so you get a little bit of both like we're doing here. And they're a little bit more in depth when they're personal readings. So this is for the Virgo collective. I'm going to pull a few of these tea leaves. I'm sure you may have seen these from other readers. It kind of gives me a nice little story to begin with. And because it's such a large deck and it's round, it's a little difficult to shuffle, so I usually break it up into 2. And I pull 3 cards from each. To make the story come forward. So what does Virgo need to know right now? What's the most important message for Virgo? Can we get a story going here for Virgo, please? And I'll try to lay the cards down so that you can see them. Dogs getting together with friends. Get your first card out. Goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Very nice. And I don't usually take cards when they bounce out right when I start shuffling. I don't see that as Spirit's energy. I see that as my own fumbling to get the card started. One more, please, Spirit. Thank you. Staff, you will be taken care of in difficult times. So maybe something around friends and being taken care of. And then on the bottom we have heart, love, deep affection, and caring. So I'm just gonna sit the bottom of the deck stuff here for now. All right, and let's do this other stack here to get 3 more. Virgo, I love being in your energy. I'm a Virgo sun myself, and it feels quite natural to me, of course. I actually have 5 placements in the sign of Virgo. So this reading can really be for anyone who has a strong placement in Virgo, or anyone who is interested in a Virgo or dealing with a Virgo. Cross watchers are definitely welcome. All right, let's see. 3 more, Spirit. That one wanted to jump out. They're face down, I do not take them. Family matters, seahorse. Affairs with your family, tree. So we definitely have family here. And hills, obstacles to overcome. So I'm really getting a strong feeling around the family that we create, the family that we choose, and the family that we do not choose, our blood family coming in here. On the bottom of this deck, dissatisfaction with life. So I think you might be experiencing maybe some family members who are sort of negative right now for one reason or another. Maybe they are coming to you sort of complaining about some things, and it's bringing you down. And I feel like there's this need to allow yourself to breathe into that and learn what you can from the experience, and then speak your own thoughts and truth back to this person. It could be multiple members of your family, and I think that they really are experiencing some true obstacles right now. So this negativity that they are expressing is not unfounded, it's not unwarranted. But it is something that maybe because you are having some experience with your friendship circle that is really bringing you in either an increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Maybe you're connecting in with your soul tribe right now. You're really thinking about creating some things, dreaming about creating some things. We just had Jupiter transiting through Pisces, and that's a really dreamy energy. So it really allows us to sort of come up with these beautiful ideas and plans. And now that Jupiter has moved into Aries, we can really take some action steps on that in order to move forward with those dreams. And I think that you have some friends, perhaps a partner, and perhaps some family as well, who are helping you with this, perhaps going into some type of business with you, or just being a really great sounding board. Maybe sometimes, I know for myself, in my tarot reading and crystal grid reading, my friends and family were my first clients. And mostly I was reading for them for free, but that's still not, that's not something that's not helpful, right? You have to do these things at no cost, so that you can get the experience and the practice and truly understand and know how the cards go together, or what all of the different meanings are for the stones, and tapping into your own intuition. So that really helped me. And perhaps you are engaging in something like that right now. You're really having a great support network, but there's maybe someone or someone's in the family, or there's something happening in the family of origin that is causing some obstacles. Or perhaps this big dream that you have, maybe there's one person in your family, like we'll just say, for example, your brother. Let's say your brother is just can't get behind it, is always like, oh, that's never going to work. Have you thought about this horrible thing that could happen? You're not doing that right. It's never going to work out for you. That's silly. There can be that one person who's just sort of a bug in your ear that's constantly saying it's not going to work, or your dream is too lofty. So I'm getting a little bit of a feeling of that. These obstacles to overcome might just be not real. They might just be something that a family member is sort of barking, but it's actually not a reality. You're not going to run into that problem. And so this is sort of a warning. It feels a bit like a warning that no, Spirit has your back. You will be taken care of in difficult times. You can achieve these goals and dreams. You can achieve this increase in material wealth and spiritual growth. So the advice here is really to get together with loved ones, friends, family, who are supportive no matter what. They always are there to say, well, maybe that didn't work out the way you thought it would, but have you thought about doing it this way? Like in a more positive way. Even if the obstacles are real, we can still be positive and constructive around them. Even if it's a criticism, it can still be constructive, right? So that's really what's coming through for me here. So again, express yourself right now. Listen to Madonna. Express yourself. It's time to really speak your truth and show what you have to offer, because you have a lot to offer. And your friends, the people who really love you, are going to tell you that no matter what. And I think that there's just this one person who just is dissatisfied with their own life. So they tend to not want anyone to feel good about what they're doing, what they're achieving. All right, let's get a little bit more insight on this with the tarot. Oh, Two of Cups. This is the Ostara Tarot, if anyone's wondering. Okay, and that's just under getting together with friends. So that's lovely energy. That can be a real boon to your spirit right now. All right, tell me more. What about this increase in material wealth or spiritual growth? We love that energy. All right, Spirit. For Virgo. Sometimes it takes a while for the cards to jump, so please be patient. All right, we've got a Two of Pentacles here. So we've got another 2. 2, 2. That's 11, 11. So you could be juggling a lot here because this card is saying increase in material wealth or spiritual growth, and you're getting the Two of Pentacles weighing things out underneath it. I kind of feel like you're dealing with both. So maybe you are going into a field like tarot reading or something that is connected into your spirituality, or even it could be anything, right? Like you, honestly, no matter what you do to accomplish material gain, can also involve spiritual growth. We grow spiritually through all of our experiences, if and when we're paying attention. So I'm getting the feeling not really that this is making a decision or weighing out options. It's almost like you're just trying to sort of hold and balance. On this card in particular, he's holding these 2 vials that are smoking, and the pentacles are inside of it. So it's almost like a potion. They're potions that he's holding, and he has on a mask, and there's little birds at his feet, and the Two of Cups has little birds. So I feel like there's this sort of magical thing that's happening for you. So you're able to, okay, I'm getting a lot coming through here. So we have the little birds here that are here in the Two of Cups, and that makes me feel like this is connected back into your friend circle, your soul tribe, your partner, your close dear family members who are like friends to you. They are coming in. See, they're coming in here, and this one's flying in overhead. They're coming in to hear what you have to say. And you're here balancing these 2 sort of magical potion bottles with the pentacles inside. And they're smoking out in this green, this beautiful heart chakra green. So it's like you're emitting this magic through your potion bottles that's very much from your own heart space. And your friends and loved ones are coming towards you to hear this, to feel this, to understand this, to gain new knowledge from you. So you do hold something within you that's beneficial to everyone around you. And it really is this perfect balance of spiritual knowledge, the sort of mental and emotional understanding balanced out with the more physical, material aspects as well. And you're wearing a mask. This figure I'm seeing as you, and you're wearing a mask. So this is really telling me that you're engaging with an ability to disconnect from your own sort of emotional biases, and relate information to people around you that's helpful without having those biases inform your speech. So it's very neutral. It's very, and it's helpful in its neutrality. Wow. And this is creating this 1111 kind of energy for you, which is very sort of kismet. Like you'll really feel like there's these moments of clarity that you don't even know where it came from. Like you'll say things in response to someone asking a question or talking about, an event, something that they're sort of quibbling over, not quite understanding what they're supposed to do, things like that. And you'll have a response and it'll almost feel like it's not even you responding. And that's your guides. That's spirit coming in and having your back and assisting you to assist others with your gifts. And this could be in the workplace. This could be just, sitting around hanging out with your buds and they're talking about something that they're going through and you have a sort of helpful thing to say to them that doesn't even fully feel like it's from your voice. But it is. It's just you in combination with your higher self. All right. Let's move on. So here we have, you will be taken care of in difficult times. Oh, lovely. And we have 2 sevens that are coming out together here. All right. And 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So that's difficult times, right? That's a heavy load. The 10 of Wands is a heavy load. Oh, and I'm not calling out the signs here. Let me do that. The 2 of Cups is water energy. That's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The 2 of Pentacles is earth energy. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and the 7 of Swords, which is air energy. So water, earth, and air. Air energy would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So 2277. 2s are about partnership, coming together, deciding, making a decision to move forward and perhaps create something in the 3 energy. And then the 7s are very spiritual to me. And so it makes sense that this would come out under the card that really feels like spirit having your back. You will be taken care of in difficult times. So we have the 7 of Pentacles, which is all about investment, waiting to see those investments come to fruit. And then the 7 of Swords is often seen as a very sneaky kind of energy, but here I'm feeling more of a strategizing. And also it's sort of talking about that sneaky energy in regards to you being protected. But I really am, it's interesting to me that both of these cards have the raccoon as the action sort of figure in them. The protagonist, if you will, in the card. So we have this family here in the tree. So they're sort of in their home, holding on to their pentacles, holding on to their material wealth. So I'm getting this feeling that you are protected in the sense that you don't have to worry about anything being taken from you. And this could be something physical, something material, but it could also be something intellectual. I'm getting a little something here around, because of the swords, something like intellectual property, maybe thinking about making sure that things like your business name, your dealings as a business person, if you own your own business, that those things aren't compromised, that they're protected, that you don't have to worry about anyone sort of stealing your identity or stealing the identity of your business. So that's coming up a little bit. What else am I seeing here? It also kind of gives me the sense of like a family. There's like, this is a member of this family who is going out into the world and getting what they need to bring it back to the family. That there are two actors here that are in support of one another. So being supported in difficult times, maybe right now you're in a space where you and a partner are really supporting one another equally in order to be able to take care of yourself and your family. But overall, I really feel this is talking about this support from spirit, this protection from spirit. And the raccoon spirit is very much, they are nocturnal. They are also sort of wearing a mask. So there's a message here about the masks we wear in order to protect ourselves. And this is really saying that you can remove that. You can remove that mask. There's no need. You're protected. You're taken care of in difficult times. You're supported. And this too shall pass. That's coming through as well. On the other side of this Seven of Pentacles is the Eight of Pentacles. It's steady work. Perhaps you just really need to get through this time of spiritual growth in order to reach the next level. And right now you are protected in gaining that experience, taking the time that you need. All right, let's get into these family matters. Please, Spirit. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles. That is specifically Taurus energy for me as a reader, but could be any masculine earth sign, Virgo or Capricorn as well. And the World. So this is our first major arcana card. It's about completion, graduation, an ending, but also a new beginning and being rooted into the world. It's the earth energy, and we have representation of Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, and Aquarius, all of our fixed sign energy. So there's a real rooted down sort of energy, and Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck there. So we have fixed energy here. We have more earth energy here, and specifically the fixed energy of Taurus. So there's a bit of stubbornness here that I'm feeling in the family matters. So perhaps I'm just really getting back to this. There's some decision that you have made here with these twos. and even with the sevens, because it's the sevens are, I've made a step, I've made a choice, I've put some time and energy into it, and now I'm at a phase where I can sort of reassess, which is great energy for right now because we're currently in Mercury retrograde. So this is a great time to reassess, to do all those re things, review, revise. And so I'm getting a lot of that energy here. And it's like when you talk about this decision and this investment and the time and energy that you've spent on this choice with a specific family member, they are like a real stick in the mud around it. And it's like they want to question your choice. They want you to either make a different choice, or they just are one of those people who just wants to play devil's advocate all the time, and it's a little exhausting. So I'm feeling that for you for sure. And Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck is really talking about just get through this. You are on your way to calmer waters. My puppy's coming in here. Hey pup. Hey bud. Hey there buddy. That's Odin. He will come in and out sometimes and say hello. He definitely likes to come in while I'm doing readings and say hello if he in particular needs to bring his energy to the reading. He's a very sweet, calm soul. So that also says to me the fact that he just came in and just let me pet his head, and now he's just walking back and laying back down in the hall. It was just sort of a, hi, I'm here for you. Don't worry, I'm still around. So that's giving me more of this energy of support and love, and not to worry that you are on your way to calmer waters, to more peace. Just keep at it. And if you feel deep down that whatever you are engaging in, whatever you have chosen, really and truly feels to you like it's not quite where you want to be, then by all means pivot. But there's no reason to allow this stubborn stick in the mud person, who is very likely a family member for most of you, or it could be a very, very close friend who feels like family to you. They've been around a long time, something like that. But there's no reason to allow this energy of this person or people to affect your decision around that. You are going to find peace and calm for yourself if you engage with your own energy, your own heart, your own God-given ability to make the right choice for yourself. And even a choice that brings less peace will bring you growth. So there's no wrong decision if you're not engaging in something that does harm. So yeah, there's a very strong message to listen to your own heart. All right, let's go deeper. This is also saying that there is an end to this. You have the ability to complete this burden, to release it, and to move on, to move beyond, move past this stubborn energy. Affairs with your family, so we're still sort of in that energy. Yep. 9 of Swords. This is causing you a lot of grief and anxiety and anguish. And I do feel that there is genuine worry. I'm really getting a sense that there's genuine worry on the part of this person. They are genuinely worried that you've made a bad choice that could affect you poorly, whether that's your health, your finances, your relationships, your emotional health, your mental health. There's something that they are genuinely worried about here. And that's okay. They can be genuinely worried. That's on them. It's their responsibility to get right in their own mind around whatever it is that's being brought up for them around your choices. But the problem here is that your choices are your choices. It's not up to them. It's not, and it's furthermore, it's not their responsibility. They don't need to feel this responsibility. They're choosing to feel this way. They're choosing to feel this anguish. They could just recognize that you are an adult and you can make a good decision for yourself, and you're also allowed to fail. We're all allowed to do that. We're all allowed to learn from our mistakes. And quite frankly, we should. That's what's the point of life if it's not to learn through engaging with all of the wins and all of the failures. So I think this comes from a place of true love, but the way that it's coming forward is really causing you a lot of grief, because I'm getting this really strong feeling, this love, deep affection, and caring, right? You have that with this person. You have that in connection to this person, and they have that in connection to you. So I really do feel this is coming from a genuine place of love, but it needs to be shifted. The energy around it needs to be shifted. And I feel that if this is something that you do choose to engage with and try to build something around, in terms of seeing this as a learning opportunity for you both, then it is time for you to speak up. It is time for you to say, look, I really appreciate that you are thinking about me, that you're caring and worrying about me, but you don't need to do that. I got this. I know what I'm doing, and I feel this is the direction that I'm meant to go in. And this is why XYZ. Let's move on so that we can enjoy one another's company again. Let's not talk about this anymore. I've made my decision. I love you. I appreciate you. I appreciate your criticism. I appreciate your commentary. But this is what I've decided to do. And we have the Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and the Eight of Swords kind of peeking out there. So, this is really, you can approach this with a delicate heart and not, but with a calmness, right? With a sort of youthful energy that isn't so pointy or aggressive, There's a need to have a softness about you around this when you approach this person, but a softness that is also direct and final. The world. This is it. Like, this is my decision. I love you, but this is it. All right, let's get a couple more, one or two more cards on the obstacles to overcome. That was face down, so King of Wands, I'm not going to take it, but that would be getting to this judgment, making a judgment call. So having the impetus, that King of Wands energy is really about like the impetus, to do something, to get something done, that fuel in your fire. to make a final judgment call and say, this is it. Again, the obstacles to overcome are really in making this judgment for yourself and being able to definitively say, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm about. And can you say that? We've got the 7 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and that's, there's a bit of fogginess here. So whether it's because of this energy in the family unit or from this person, it's creating some fogginess for you. We have another 7, 3 7, 777 jackpot. I really feel like whatever this is, it's connected into your truest passion, or it's connected into something that you're at least really passionate about. It could be anything. I mean, so an example for me, I have chosen to be vegan, and everybody has an opinion about that. But I just, I hear people out and I tell them my side of why I became vegan, or whole foods, plant-based. And I'm happy to have a conversation about it, but I'm done arguing with people. You're not going to change my mind. This is a choice that I have made for me. And when it starts to be a conversation that you have with one person every time you're around them, it's exhausting and it can get confusing. You start to think, well, does this person not like me anymore because I've made this choice? Like, can we not go out to dinner anymore because they're going to be just sitting over there judging me about my choice? So there's this need to sort of blow away the fog, and recognize that when there's really a true choice, when there's something that you truly are gravitating towards and you feel true passion towards it, there's no fogginess. There just isn't. You just know. So you have to decide that. Your final judgment has to be based on your true inner self, your true higher self, in relation to spirit and your guides and ancestors and angels, whatever you believe in as a higher power greater than yourself. You'll know that. There won't be any confusion. You'll be able to make a decision and move towards what truly feels right to you. And that's what's important in the end. I'm gonna put these down here. Oh, July wanted to pop up there, so maybe that'll be an important month, or maybe it was for you last year. I do believe that July is going to be an interesting shifting point for us astrologically. It'll be a really beautiful sort of midpoint in a lot of transits. So we shall see how July affects our Virgos. I'm going to do some clarifying, and then we'll get a final card of advice. I'm not sure where I'm going to go, which deck I'm going to go to for that yet, but I will gravitate towards something. I want clarifiers on each of these areas, so we'll just get a few out here. Two Cups. Two of Cups. Please clarify Two of Cups for my Virgos, Spirit. Queen of Pentacles and Nine of Cups. Oh, that's beautiful energy. So we've got Earth energy here. This is very, apologies for my breathiness there. I got a really nice wave of energy there. This very much looks like a mother and child here, and the Queen of Pentacles is Earth energy. It's Capricorn for me as a reader, but it's also Virgo and Taurus as well, and more Virgo for me than Taurus, but very much Capricorn energy. This is the mother that is very physically mothering, right? So they are taking care of all the physical needs of the family. And it's a really beautiful Earth energy. And then we have the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. So we really have partnership, we have friendship, we have this sort of mother feminine element here, and we have this wish fulfillment energy. Maybe there is a wish or a dream to have a family of your own, to sort of disconnect from the family of origin and feed more energy into your own, creating your own family. We have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck, so another 7. This is an extremely spiritual reading. This is Cancer energy. The Chariot, so you are really in this space where if you're not actively in the energy of full speed ahead, you are really feeling it, really wanting to move forward with your own dream. So I'm really feeling that Jupiter energy once again in this beginning part of the reading. What's this Two of Pentacles? Clarify the Two of Pentacles for me. Ace of Cups. Oh, it's beautiful. This is a gorgeous reading. We've got the Five of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So there's still this feeling of needing to decide, needing to balance out maybe two worlds that you're dealing with, that you have both your feet in, but you have this Ace of Cups energy coming in to clarify, and that is really, Ace of Cups for me is really about self-love. It's about engaging in your own self-understanding, that you are capable, you are beautiful, you are loving, you are a good person, you can make good choices. And this Five of Swords energy underneath is more about negative self-talk is coming through. So there's this weighing out. Again, you're really in this space where you're engaging with both, and it's becoming a little bit too much to engage with both, and it's really telling you to move towards this Ace of Cups energy and to let this Five of Swords energy go. Just drop it, just let it go. You are capable of doing this, no matter what this person or people are saying. And this could be a small choice. This isn't necessarily some life-changing event that you're choosing. I do think that it is something that could bring you great joy in the future, but it could be something very simple. I mean, I think of my decision to become vegan as a fairly deep choice, right? It's a big choice, but in the end, it's also a very simple one. It's just about the way that I eat. Um, and it's more about what I do eat than what I don't. I choose to put things in my body that I see as more healthy for my body. That is an act of self-love. What is this? I'm really interested in clarifying these sevens here. Three of Wands. I get one more. That's three more. Three of Wands. Maybe these are the three wands here. Knight of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Another seven. And the same one that we have on the bottom of this deck. And Two of Wands. Another two. So twos and sevens are really important here. 2 plus 7 is 9, which is the number for Virgo. It's the ninth month, and the Hermit card, which is our energy it's Virgo energy in the tarot. Knight of Pentacles is also Virgo energy for me, but it's earth energy. Then we have Seven of Cups, water energy. Two of Wands, fire energy. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is actually the first wand energy that we have out, except for that King of Wands that wanted to peek out there. So this is really about sending energy out and waiting for a return. So there's this sense of this investment. These are actually very similar energies, the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. But, you know, the Seven of Pentacles is much more sort of earthy, waiting for something that you have invested in to show that it was a good investment. The Three of Wands is about sending energy out and then waiting to have that energy returned and hoping that that energy will be returned exponentially, if not in equal amount. So they're really both about investments, but the Three of Wands is tapping into more of that energy of passion and drive, action-oriented energy. And then we have the Eight of Wands. So I do feel that this is going to come back into you. What this is saying is, again, take slow, steady steps towards your goal. This is something Virgo's very good at. Knight of Pentacles. Methodical steps within the boundaries of what you know and understand. Get past this Seven of Cups energy, this foggy energy, and allow yourself to dream and plan for this abundance that's coming into you. Eight of Wands. Because you're supported. You are supported by those who are giving you more positivity in return for the positivity that you are giving them, rather than giving you this stagnant, stubborn energy. Let's see a little bit more about that. Clarify this King of, we have the Two of Cups again. So this is going back to this energy here. So perhaps this is about the company you keep. Queen of Swords. This is Libra energy. So perhaps there is something here with this person, this family member, who is sort of questioning the company that you keep, that in fact brings you a lot of joy, brings you this Nine of Cups energy, this Two of Cups energy. This is what they're questioning. This is what they're being a stick in the mud about. And you have to not let that faze you. This is, again, your decision to make. Could be dealing with a Libra in the Two of Cups energy, or this could be the family member. Could be also Queen of Swords energy is very direct. She has been through a lot. She's learned a lot from bad experiences, and she sets really good boundaries. So this could be your response to this energy being pushed towards you. No, I have a boundary around, people telling me what to do. I'm going to figure this out, and I'm happy. This is bringing me happiness. This is bringing me an ability to engage with better self-love. And this person in your family, you should have gratitude towards them, because they are giving you a chance to see yourself as someone who can set good boundaries and can step into experiences that feel right to you. All right, let's get a clarifier on the Nine of Swords. The Magician. This is manipulation. I'm getting a feeling with this Magician, because the Magician is all about manifestation. It's all about using all of the tools in your toolbox to create your world. And this person who has this genuine worry is affecting your ability to manifest for yourself. This negative energy, don't let this negative energy become a part of your manifestation. And they are in the darker energy of the Magician, where they're being manipulative. It's not about manifesting hopes, dreams, beauty. It's about manipulating to feel that they are the ones making the choice. They are the one who knows best. And again, I don't get the feeling that this is coming from a bad place. This Magician is upright. But that doesn't mean that it can't have bad consequences if you allow it to push you in a direction that doesn't feel right to you. You've got the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You need to go from this Nine of Swords, worrying and being anxious about this, to this Ten of Swords and saying, no, I'm done. I'm done with this. I love you. I'm done with this. Let's move on. All right, let's get a final clarifier here on Judgment. Oh, beautiful. The Hermit, that's your energy right there. That cute little sloth with a hoodie, holding his star, holding his dream. This is right here. You are making the judgment call. Yes, you have obstacles to overcome. Yes, you recognize that this person is maybe not in the best space, and that's coming through in the way that they are emoting to you, advising you. They have obstacles to overcome. That should not affect your judgment. this is your opportunity to resurrect, to perhaps bring about something that you've been thinking about bringing about for weeks, months, years. Now is your opportunity. Maybe you've had opportunities in the past and you're finally deciding to take it. Wheel of Fortune on the cut. And Nine of Wands on the bottom. This is protection in this deck for me, because you have this wall of wands like you do in the typical Rider-Waite deck, but there's this little egg here behind the wands being protected. Protect your dream, protect your heart right now from this individual or these individuals who are giving you negative energy about something that you are moving towards choosing. That's the advice there. And I'm going to go for one final card here from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. These are beautiful cards. And I will read from the book because I will give you whatever energy comes forward for me with the card on my own, but I will also read from the book because I do feel that the book for this deck is really, it always brings up more for me. All right, spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please bring forward some advice for my Virgos. One card, please. These cards can take a while to pop out, so bear with me. I just want it to be the right one. Those are face down, so we won't take them, but change and purification are the cards. Transformation, gorgeous. This is amazing advice. Transform, do it. You have an opportunity right now to use your own voice to change your life for the better. Even in just making that choice, despite the naysayers, that in and of itself is transformative. And on the bottom of the deck, security. So I'm just going to read the transformation card from the book, and then we'll close out the reading. Transformation, blue butterfly. It's no accident that the butterfly represents transformation, rebirth, and resurrection. Judgment card. Remarkably, when the caterpillar becomes a chrysalis, it doesn't just instantly become a butterfly. It actually dissolves into a kind of soup. In other words, it liquefies itself. And out of that emerges something completely different. It is a true transformation. In some cultures, blue butterflies are considered very good luck and even wish granters. In Native American tribes, it is believed that a wish whispered to a butterfly will be granted when it flies to the heavens. The Native American shawl dance, which celebrates renewal, is derived from the butterfly dance. Also, the color blue represents a calmness, peace, and spiritual attunement, and the blue butterfly is thought to carry all these meanings. The sacred landscape wants you to know this is the time for change, reinvention, or a rebirth into a new way of being. If you've been plodding along, this card suggests that you take measures to shift everything. Don't resist change. The blue color suggests a spiritual renewal or initiation. Transformation doesn't mean taking something old and remodeling it or rearranging a few things. It means becoming something completely different or doing something completely different. Change is often uncomfortable, but it is usually for the highest good. This is a very lucky card, and drawing this card can mean that a wish may be about to come true. A wish may be about to come true. Thank you so much, Virgo, for being here with me, for stopping in. I am truly grateful for your time and your energy. I hope you have a beautiful day, a beautiful week, a beautiful month, a beautiful year. I love you very much. Take care.